without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you
Facetatmami. Yes.
What's up, Face Tat?
What up, what up? Thank you guys for having me.
Oh, thanks for joining us. Can you hear us okay?
Yeah, now I can hear you guys.
Okay,
yeah.
great. Hell yeah.
Cool.
Thanks for joining us. That's so cool of you to come in here and be on our late Easter show.
Happy Jesus has risen day.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know.
Zombie Jesus.
I know. I tried to find
That's
a
awesome.
good like zombie shirt to wear today. I didn't have any.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt like the blood was really appropriate for today. I was like really debating, and I was like, "Fuck it." let's
Oh
send
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
perfect. Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
I-
Respectful. Carver is Easter egg hunting, so our third guy's not here. But it's important to him. Like,
Look, I asked both of these guys. I said, "Hey guys, you know what? Just stay home today. I'll take care of today's show." Like,
I want to be here.
me, and I have to talk to Facetatmami. We have some stuff to talk about, you know.
Yeah, well, but I wanted to be here too, just to support you.
I mean, that's cool. Thanks.
I mean, I know you're excited. I know, but I'm excited too. She's a dope rapper. I want to talk to her. I want to ask her questions
He's
as
like,
well. Yeah, he's been stoked. Like, he's been talking about it all week. Like, sending messages like, I can't fucking believe it. 3 days,
I know.
2 days
I know.
till, 1 day till.
You ain't lying.
yeah, when we were like figuring out like rescheduling and stuff, he was like, "Please don't back out on me." And I was like, "No."
And I was so scared. I was like, "Oh, I lost my one and only chance to talk to Facetatmami." So you're here. Thank you. We were checking your music out this week. We were checking out Gutter Glitter.
Yay!
Yeah.
I listened to it. I did listen to it back when it came out, but I mean, it's dope shit. Very, very. You're doing it the most interesting, like juggalo music out there. I think.
Yeah, for
Thank
sure.
you.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, there's a lot of people doing like their shit, and you know, more power to them. But it's just more of the same. Where I feel like you're elevating the game.
Yeah.
I love hearing that. You're probably like the third person to say that to me in this last week, like since I did my last performance, and like without offending anybody, like it's kind of like to an extent true, because it's like a lot of people are trying to replicate what they grew up listening to, or they're just comfortable doing the same thing that they've been doing for the last 5 to 10 years, where I'm newer in the game. I've been doing music for like 2 years now. And I feel like I kind of use it to my advantage that I have a very eclectic music taste. I try to incorporate aspects from all different dynamics of things and all different artists I like, you know, and want to show respect to as well. And I'm like from everywhere, you know, like I grew up in fucking Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I lived in Denver for like almost 8 years, and that really changed a lot of ways I viewed things and talked about things, or things I felt like needed to be talked about. And now I'm down in Texas, where it's like I'm kind of entering like my villain era with music, because it's like so fucking cutthroat down
Hell
here.
yeah.
And like you got to be a big dog.
Hell yeah. Anyway, absolutely. So we got hip to you at the gathering last year. And like we saw your picture, and then I don't know if you knew the story, but Keys went over and met you. We had like a whole bit done where he like seizured on the ground because he was so happy of meeting you. And then some other chick thought we were making fun of someone and came up and smacked him over that across the face. Yeah, it was like a huge Deco and Dale moment. And from that point on, like we can always tell him like Facetatmami is the one artist that you've literally got your ass kicked over liking. So like you're through the trenches at this point.
Oh my God. And that bit was so funny, by the way.
Hell yeah, thanks. Awesome. Where to begin? Face that you're doing shows everywhere. Every time I see you post, I feel like you're doing new shows.
Yep.
I mean, how often are you doing shows?
Too much.
I mean, you're traveling.
sometimes
You're doing all kinds of shit. I see you like popping off in Texas. That's where you're at right now, right?
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm popping off in Texas. I didn't expect to pop off in Texas as hard as I have been. I got like a pretty good dynamic out in Denver. And I just kind of been bouncing around, getting all these opportunities everywhere. That I've been so like fortunate to randomly have.
Hell yeah.
What's the best show you've ever done?
Oh man, like that's hard because they're all like usually the best in their own different ways, like depending where I'm at. Like obviously the gathering was such a fucking amazing experience. Like but I was also, like still relatively in my first year of like trying to figure out how to perform and things like that.
Yeah.
So to me it wasn't my best. However, like when during Juggalo weekend, the Wicked Wonka show, I thought that was fucking amazing. It went over phenomenally. And honestly, when I opened up for Twisted, that show, like that was probably my best set ever. Like I planned it so long and hard and meticulously to be as obnoxious with blood and glitter and confetti as I could. And like right before my set, I like went around the crowd and I gathered like probably 30 different juggalos, handed them a bunch of bottles of blood and confetti poppers. I'm like, all right, when y'all hear 2 whoops,
that's
go fucking crazy. And like they went fucking crazy. And it was really cool because it was kind of like my step back into this venue that I had got kicked out of for like doing shit with blood.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's
awesome.
If you're ever going to find a crowd that is content with having blood and confetti thrown all over them, juggalos are going to be that crowd, though.
It's definitely going to be juggalos. Yes,
100%.
Like when normal people, like when I do like different underground shows, like these trap metal shows, or I go to like these like hip hop and R&B shows and perform, like it's so different. It's like people are like, oh, you have that all over you. Can you keep it over there?
These shoes was $300. What the fuck?
Yeah, hug right now, like.
But I loved that. Like when I watched your show at the gathering, I thought it was great that you were getting like everybody involved. You weren't just going up on stage just rapping. Like a lot of people do.
Because that's so fucking lame. Like you are paying money to go and have an experience, to see these artists, whether it's at a festival, whether it's at a bar, whether it's at a like legit venue. Like, you're spending your hard-earned like money on these tickets. You want to go and you have a fun time. Like that's what you want. I don't want to go to shows and just like stand there and like get somebody just be like,
right,
yeah,
like on stage, like no like excitement in their voice,
like they're at a seminar.
Yeah,
but it's like I want people to engage with me. I want people to remember my shit. I want people to associate shit with my lyrics.
Hell yeah, that's cool. Like I mean, the copious amounts of blood was enough for me to go like, okay, yeah, we're at a Facetatmami show, I guess. That's how this goes.
Yeah. Oh my god, so much blood, so much red pop. God, anything I can make a mess with and get away with doing at this point, and it's the color red, I'm getting away with it.
Yeah. Bring your red liquids, ladies and gentlemen.
Bring your red liquids. Wear white.
Oh yeah, there you go.
So let's get a little bit into your Juggalo origin story then. What kind of brought you into this world?
Oh man, it was really random. So like I remember being a kid and like hearing like ICP songs here and there, but like my parents were like really big fucking metalheads. Like my mom listened to like just like goth music. My dad was like black metal and shit like that. So like I never really listened to rap growing up. It wasn't something in our household. It was just shit I heard here and there. And then when I got into high school, like I kind of fell more into like Tech Nine and Cottonmouth Kings and Lil White, things like that. And then I still kind of like wasn't that big into rap music. And then when I became an adult, I dated this producer who put me on to Ouija. And and like there was just something about Ouija's music that like really hit me hard with a lot of things I was going through and a lot of things I felt. And like as corny as it is, even when I was like in jail, like all that could go through my head was like lyrics to Origami, like, and it just like kept me like up. And then because of Ouija, like that's kind of when I decided, I love this music. Like I don't listen to anything else. Like I might as well listen to other artists too. So it's like deep dive, backtrack into everything ICP, everything Isham, which then, because I was like into these artists, also the other Chapter 17 artists, which at the time was, Hex and now Darby.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
we are old heads, so we're not as into the C17 scene. We're notorious.
I know how you guys feel.
So many people like think that we're like hardcore haters and shit. Like for a while there, like alternate version Chris is a long story, but loved Ouija. But it's a long story on that one. There's a whole lore with that.
But you know, I do love regardless of my feelings toward Ouija. Like I love that
it's bringing juggalos in.
It's bringing juggalos like you into our world. You know what I mean? Like it's here for you. And you know, while his music doesn't speak to me, it's speaking to you, and it's still bringing you into this existence. You know, so there's something to be said there. You know, I can recognize that.
Yeah, like, you know, I feel like every artist, you know, if they're paying their tribute to their like role models and the artists they look up to in the appropriate way, whether it's one song or a whole album or their whole career, like they're gonna have at least something that is gonna draw the right crowd in with the right intentions.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I give that's what's fresh is they're bringing a lot of dope shit, and we get to hear acts like you, and I do meet a lot of like younger ninjas who are fucking really cool and are really good to the scene. For every one peckerhead, you've got like 5 really cool people. So I'm happy ultimately with what C17's bringing to the table, but we're definitely carny guys, you know.
Hell yeah, and then when I went to the gathering, like that was my first clown show ever. So it was like 2 days of my first clown shows, and it was like.
Nice.
I cried so much. Like, I didn't even know what the fuck really came over my soul. And like to explain it to anybody who's not a juggalo, like it's so hard. Yeah. But it was like that I knew where I needed to be. Like I was getting fago in my eyes. I'm like crying tears of joy. Like keep going. Like.
Yeah. We always kind of talk about like I think a lot of the old heads like us kind of talk a lot about the old days. But we always remind ourselves, too, that for a lot of people, this era is those magical days for them. You know what I mean? They're experiencing that magic we had when we were younger, and they're just doing it in their own way. We're just getting old. So,
hey, but you know what? But the Gathering of Dreams was, like, I've been a juggler for like 25 years, and the Gathering of Dreams was, it was still magical. You know, like it was the first time I ever got to go up on the stage and throw fago at the end. Like, I mean, it was that alone.
That was me during Juggalo weekend. It was my first time on stage. Just like,
congrats, yeah, big moment for a juggalo.
Hell yeah,
oh my god, it was awesome. You know, hopping over that barrier, like that, like fucking 6 really wet juggalos trying to pull my wet little ass up, and then I got up there and like. I turned my head, and right there is fucking Ouija, and he gives me a hug, and he's like, it's so great to see you. Like, I get handed a giant fago, I run to the front.
Yeah.
I was like, it was one of the best moments of my life.
I've heard from a lot of people he's like a genuinely like super nice guy, too.
Yeah, he's a super nice fucking guy.
Yeah, like super nice dude.
So you were at you were speaking of this past Juggalo weekend from last month, right?
Yep.
So how was it? Like, tell us more. Like, what else happened there? How did that go?
Man, it was fucking amazing. Like, honestly, the venue kind of had shitty sound, so like it was kind of like doing dirty to all the artists that performed. And like the first day it was like Chapter 17. Like, you know, we had like Darby, there was Acetone, there was Ouija. Like they all fucking killed it. Yeah. The next day was more so clown based. You know, they did do shit both nights, but the next day, like the second day was like Fago Armageddon, where we went crazy and shit. But it was amazing, you know, like I love when all the fucking Texas juggalos get together, like, because there's so many of them, and it's like the biggest sense of family. Like I stayed at an Airbnb with probably like 20 juggalos, like staying up all fucking week. It was fucking dope.
That's awesome. That's
I mean, Texas is the second Detroit. I mean, essentially, yeah.
And you know, like it's nice that ICP's doing some big shit down there, you know, for y'all.
Yeah.
You know, we get lucky up here, and you know, we live in Ohio. We're always getting the cool shit, you know. So
yeah, I see like even local flyers for shit going on all the time, and I'm like, oh, I would be there.
Yeah, it's nice to be so close to like Clockwork and LLE and all them. Like that's dope.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool shit. So you know, I like to see when ICP does do cool shit for other juggalos, because we know you're out there. We know y'all are out there.
Church.
You know. So that's what's
We're
up.
hiding down south.
Yeah, church. I know a lot of them out west too, in like Arizona.
Yeah.
Arizona's got a huge juggalo scene too.
Yeah, we're just scared of the cold, man.
Yeah, I don't blame you. It sucks getting sprayed with Faygo and then having to walk through the cold. Like I get it. If you're gonna get sprayed with Faygo, do it in some nice weather.
Like,
that's why the gatherings in the winter are not or summer and not December.
Like Vinny the ISP kid, he was like, I mean, we probably should take towels, but like, we forget.
Yeah, I remember after my first Faygo Armageddon, I'm like walking through the grounds of the gathering. I like flipped my underwear off because I was like wearing this giant fucking like 3XL shirt and my underwear and like these boots. And like my boots were all fucking squishing wet. I take my underwear off, like wring them out. I'm like, who wants to buy my Faygo panties? Like,
somebody probably did too.
I was gonna say that's another great thing that you could do there. That's a perfect crowd to buy your Faygo panties.
yeah, it was amazing. I'm like sitting here wringing Faygo out, like, oh, $20, okay, like, who's got balloons?
Hell yeah.
That's what's up. Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah. Some ninja out there, hopefully is watching this interview going, oh yeah, I did buy those. I did buy those.
Hell yeah, man. Hit me up. No, I'm just with your I do want to say with all your newfound like attention, I feel like I see your followers climbing every month, but with the newfound attention, of course, comes haters.
Oh yeah.
So how are you dealing with haters?
How are we gonna get into that?
I mean, as much as you want to get into it.
I'm making music about it. I'm making literally pretty much every Facetatmami track in its own way, at least a part of it, is a fucking diss on somebody who's hating on me.
Yeah, right.
I got a couple unreleased tracks. I'm debating on if I'm gonna release them as singles or if I just want to do like a springtime EP. But I'm definitely taking some very specific shots without name dropping.
Oh, okay, okay.
Absolutely.
I like to hear it. Yeah, I mean,
we do those shots every once in a while too. We do
oh
those.
yeah.
We're notorious for those
it's like,
around here.
People see me as this new artist, and so like they see me as new, and they see the industry I come from, and they see like the amount of popularity I have, and like the kind of like the way I live my life, and it's not as typical as other people would want me to be with the labels I have on myself. So I already like get a lot of backlash and like having to like prove myself harder and more. It almost seems like. At the end of the day, though, real fucking recognize real. And, like, I know who I am, what my intentions are and aren't, and what I do and what I fucking don't do. And everybody close to me knows that, too.
One thing that I do kind of notice in the new scene that sucks is I noticed that there's a lot more gatekeeping. You know what I mean? There's a lot more shit where, like, the scene is judging people and, say, a lot more of the word juff.
I can't be down and I don't deserve family. I don't deserve being a part of the Dark Carnival. Like, bitch, who the fuck are you to tell me anything? And that's so anti, like, being juggalo. Like, because everybody comes to the Dark Carnival for the same fucking reason, do we not?
Yeah, absolutely. If you're not a fucking rapist, woman abuser, or fucking racist, like, hop on in. Yeah. Like, yo, you like to walk around with a dildo up your butt all day? Yo, G, maybe it's comfortable. Same.
The issue with like the new generation of people in general, I've like realized like people who are kind of around my age and younger is like they're also really big into cancel culture, which I think is the stupidest shit ever because cancel culture does not allow room for anybody to grow.
Agreed.
And it's like, it's also like there's such a popularity contest with shit. So it's like a lot of motherfuckers be excusing these weirdos who be doing shit on the fucking low just because, oh, they got a lot of popularity. Oh, they get a lot of plays. Oh, they're going to fucking blow up. But like, then you got people who like are like me. And I try to like utilize my platform as a way to bring light to some of these like fucked up people. And it puts kind of a negative backlash on me where, I'm confrontational and I'm controversial because of it. Because, oh my God, Facetatmami will fucking talk about if we do bad shit.
There was one other hater that was, just keeps blowing us up about you.
Oh, you're talking about that message from that one dude.
We got this message that from this guy. We got to show you. I'm sorry to just spring this on you, Facetatmami, but I gotta show you this guy and
It's
see.
gotta be addressed.
You have to address this guy because I don't like what he's saying about you. Okay.
All right, bet.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, this is a video for Facetatmami. I heard she's gonna be on you guys' show today. You probably heard of me. This is Lip Ring Poppy. And yeah, I know that you took my whole bit, my whole gimmick. So like me and the 8 to 10 dudes that I kick it with on X have been talking, and we all agree like it's pretty blatant, man. Like, look, my fucking lip rings are falling out from the stress. I can't even keep them in my lips anymore. I'm bugging out here, FaceTime. You know how long it took me to get these piercings? This is a lifelong battle, FaceTime. And now my only selling point is gone. How am I supposed to look the dudes in the eyes? How am I supposed to look at my fellow bros in the eyes? 1, our names. Poppy, Mummy. 2,
Good point.
face piercings, face tots.
Different.
Unique. 3, I have a beard. She doesn't have a beard. There's another face piercing I just lost. God damn it! I pretty much just nose ring Poppy now.
All right.
Well, he made some good points.
That guy was kind of an asshole.
He is. I didn't like him. I've never heard of him before. But still, yeah.
This is news to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know why he thinks that just because he has lip rings that.
All I gotta say is he better leave you the fuck alone.
Yeah, we will
Should
listen.
I start coming for every fucking rapper with face tattoos? Like, this is my thing.
Yeah. See, and that's the whole thing. Look here, lip ring Poppy, you ugly fuck. Keep your mouth shut.
Yeah. You ugly fuck.
Yeah, you fat ugly fuck. Sorry. We don't say fat. All right, we're done. All right. Anyway.
All right. Well, I had to bring that to your attention, Facetatmami. That guy made me livid.
Yeah, right. We had to
My
address it.
cheek.
Exactly. We had to address it.
All right. So, anyways, well, now that we got that out of the way, I think we've touched on everything I needed to.
Well,
touch on.
I did want to ask about one more thing,
Please.
because I noticed you were on a show at one point.
Oh yeah.
What was it? What was the show? Hold on. What was it fucking called? I had it. Hold on. Because I was watching it and I was like, yo, this is fucking crazy. Hold up. What, Transformed? Was it called Transformed?
Yep, I definitely was. They got rid of all my tattoos and dressed me up like a Karen ass bake sale.
Yeah. And like even your daughter was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, she wanted nothing to fucking do with me.
Yeah. She was like, nah, pass.
That was really cool though. I mean, it was amazing seeing like the transformation. I'm sure that felt so weird.
Oh, dude, it took so long, and I like kept making them take breaks so I could like run in my room and do a dab, and then I'd like come back like like trying to hold in my cough like she's like blotting my face, and then I like kept like starting to fall asleep because we were there for so long, and it felt nice, just like when somebody plays with your hair, like that's how it feels when someone does your makeup. So I was like, oh, like,
Get some ASMR.
they had to stop and feed me a chicken sandwich.
That's cool. That looked like a fun experience. I mean, whatever.
Yeah. But I saw. How did that come about? Did they come to you, or did you like apply for that, or?
Yeah, no. So I got this message one day from somebody on Instagram, and it looked like a fake Instagram because like they followed a shit ton of people. Almost nobody followed them. They had no profile picture, and they were like, hey, I'm this person from Barcroft Studios. We do Transformed and Hooked on the Look and some other like shows that are like featured on Snapchat and shit. And they were like, can we give you a makeover? Like, we'll give you publicity. And I was like, sure.
Yeah, shit, hell yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say it got like some decent views. I think it was like 145,000 or something up now.
Wow.
Hell
Yeah, so like my old Instagram popped off. I was like over 50K because of that video, and then I got deleted.
Son of a bitch.
Damn it.
God damn it, Instagram.
The lewds got you.
Yeah.
No, it really was. Like the adult industry like made me lose so many Instagram accounts.
Yeah.
Son of a
That
bitch.
happens. These motherfuckers.
Well, look, do we have before we let you go? Do you have anything that you want to promote? What can we look forward to from Facetatmami coming out very soon?
Well, shit. This next month, I'm opening up for Hex when he comes through Houston at Acadia Bar. You can still get tickets for that. I got new music coming soon, like really fucking soon. But yeah, I just dropped my EP Gutter Glitter not too long ago. Y'all can go stream that. It's kind of a roller coaster of like really serious. It starts out like my real raw like feelings that are like, it's kind of my intention to like save people who are struggling with like suicidal feelings, because it's confusing when you feel that way, but you also acknowledge you have like responsibilities and people you don't want to let down and things like that. So the first song on the EP is called 988, which 988 is the national like crisis and suicide hotline number. You can call it, you can text it like any time of day. And then it kind of like works its way into some of my tributes, like showing homage and appreciation to ICP and Ouija Mac. I got like Dead Body Bitch on there. I got Second Kill on there.
Fago.
And I'm kind of like doing this. I'm doing this thing with like my songs where I'm kind of like working my way up through the kills. So some people can be like, oh, number 3, like, and then you remember which that one is. You go find the fucking 3rd kill, like.
Oh, that's
and it's kind of like a storyline of this killing spree that I've been really excited working on. And then I kind of like end the EP very heavy, like kind of trap metal-y. It's really cool.
Hell yeah.
Everything on it's really like Juggalo related.
Our homeboy Vinnie Mac, who's a goat and a legend and a gentleman, he had a question for you. He was wondering if you would share some of your stories on your favorite tattoos and your first tattoo.
Okay, my first tattoo actually was my chest. It says Viva la Raza, which is like long live the people in Spanish. I was fucking 15 years old. I was talking about wanting to get a tattoo, and this girl on MySpace was like, hey, my boyfriend does tattoos. He just got out of prison. We'll come pick you up. Like, we'll hook you up really cheap. I was like, how cheap is cheap? They were like, $20 and a gram of weed. And if you have any Adderall, we'll take that too. And I was prescribed Adderall, like that I didn't take. So like, all right, I'll give you 2 Adderall, a gram of weed, $20. You pick me up in the middle of the night so my mom doesn't know. Get me back before I gotta go to school. And like, I ended up in this like dirty ass house getting this chest tattoo from this like grown fucking 40-year-old man.
Oh man. Oh man.
But damn, I got a lot of favorites, honestly. Like, you know, like I got this like really bloody Chapter 17 one on my hand.
That's cool. That's metal right there.
My hair's not cut right now, so I can't show it off. But I got big dog tattooed across the back of my head. That,
I've seen that.
cry when I have shows. I buzz my head really quick so like everybody can see it.
Hell yeah.
But then like I have like a really giant butt piece, which is like a bunch of roses and a fucking Glock, and it's huge and awesome.
Hell yeah, dope.
It's all a work of art.
Right.
Yeah, dude. You're born with a blank canvas. You should adorn it, you know?
I like
For
it.
sure.
Hell
Our boy DJ Slug was wondering who does your beats, and if a producer or artist wanted to work with you on something, how would they get a hold of you do work?
Dude, DM me on Instagram because that's the inbox I check the most. Not.Facetatmami. I have a couple producers I mainly get beats from. One is Roma Johnson. He's out of the Ukraine. He does like more of my like Facetatmami like beats. And then I also have lately been getting my beats from Dead Boy Grimm. He's doing a lot of beats for a lot of amazing fucking artists right now. He did a lot of the beats on Tales from a Cursed G.
All right. Well, Facetatmami, you're great. I mean, it's been amazing talking to you. I just can't stop. I just can't stop looking at you. I mean, you're wonderful in every way. It's so.
I appreciate you.
Hey, buddy, Keys.
Sorry. Thank you for joining us, though. We hope you could join us again sometime. You've been great, really.
Yeah, definitely. Anytime. Just let me know. I'll make the time for you.
Absolutely.
See you. Thanks.
Love
Catch you later.
You're a legend. Keep going.